In part 1 of this video, I talked about the more common ingredients in most energy drinks and what the science behind them had to say about their effectiveness. As it turns out, there really are only a few things in them that produce actual tangible results: the caffeine, taurine, and carnitine.
Hey everyone, I'm Mitch, certified trainer, and I'm the Fit for Moto guy. Now in part 1 of the Do Energy Drinks Really Even Work videos, I asked another question, and that is there another safer, healthier option out there? One that's proven to help with exercise performance and energy production? Now the answer is a resounding yes.
So with a basic understanding of the first 3 ingredients out of the way, what else has been shown to help us out while still being safe? First up is creatine, and I'm sure you've heard of it and likely some of the wildly inaccurate claims about it.
Creatine, it's been around for years, and honestly it's kind of gotten a bit of a bad rap. Now it got its start in bodybuilding, which is why people associate it to these huge, absurdly large, cartoonish sized muscles, but that's not what it does at all. In any way. There's over 200 studies done on creatine to prove that it's safe and it's effective, and it massively increases your exercise performance in a positive way for riders. But in order to understand all of that, you have to understand how creatine works and what it does in your body to knock off some of those stupid old myths.
Creatine is found in a lot of things naturally, like red meat, and that's good because we need it. When your muscle tissue contracts so you can move, it uses something called adenosine triphosphate, or ATP for short. Creatine comes in handy because it's metabolized to form ATP. So your skeletal muscle can contract and allow you to move around. When it's consumed prior to exercise or riding, your body will have more ATP available for contractions and therefore allowing you to ride harder for longer. And additionally, it's shown to increase cognitive function, which means you can think faster and make better decisions when you ride.
Okay, so there are a few myths that we can just dispel right off the bat and set the record straight. Number 1 is that creatine causes water retention and it makes you look puffy. That's not the case. One of creatine's functions and what it actually does inside the cell is it causes a bit of water retention within the cell. And I don't mean in a bad way, that's a good thing. In order for your cells to function properly, in order for you to perform properly, you need properly hydrated cells. Creatine helps you with that. It doesn't make you puffy. The next myth I'll talk about is that it's hard on your kidneys. Again, not the case. There's no studies to show this, and all of these studies are publicly available online. Like I said, well over 200 and counting are done on creatine. There's no evidence to support that it's hard on your kidneys. I suspect that somewhere, someone along the way kind of picked this up through something that they heard, and it's just never really gone away. Next up, one of my personal favorites is that creatine is a steroid. Well, that's simply just not the case. And I don't blame people for thinking this because, again, it's associated to bodybuilding. The fact of the matter is that creatine is a completely natural substance that we all have inside of us. It's in a lot of the red foods that we eat, or red meat, sorry, and it's something that we all use. The problem is that as you exercise, you naturally drop your creatine levels in your body, which leads to the benefit of supplementation with it to keep up the performance of a properly hydrated, properly fueled cell.
Okay, so we got that figured out. What else is there? Beta-alanine is a good one. It works by breaking down to form carnosine, which is responsible for a huge host of health benefits and roles in our bodies, but it's also used for prolonged exercise and endurance. That's a win. Next up is L-Citrulline. Although your body produces its own supply, it can be found in things like watermelon. One of the many benefits is that it helps to dilate your blood vessels, allowing more oxygen to be delivered to your muscles as they perform. Additionally, it helps in the removal of ammonia, a compound known to cause exercise-related fatigue from your blood. And one more, BCAAs, or branched-chain amino acids. These are the main 3 amino acids your body has floating around for your muscles. As you exercise, your BCAA levels will fall, causing a serotonin release response from your brain, which in turn causes fatigue.
Now we do offer BCAAs as a standalone product because there are 2 big benefits to it. as it relates to us as riders. Number one, it helps with endurance. As you exercise, as you move around, your body starts to release more and more serotonin. That makes you feel more fatigued. BCAAs have been shown to help fight that serotonin in your body, helping you push harder for longer. And number two is rehydration. As riders, and as you know, we sweat quite a lot, which can lead to acute dehydration, especially if it's a really hot summer day and you're out on your bike and you're just dripping in sweat. You're going to become dehydrated. There are studies to show that BCAAs help with rehydration when acutely dehydrated. And that's really important, again, when it comes to proper function of the cell, all that kind of stuff that I talked about before. BCAAs will help you with that. So it helps with endurance and it helps with rehydration. Those are two big wins to me. So there you are. There's a couple ingredients that have some science and some data to back them to show that they're actually safe and they're very effective. Now, as you can imagine, I've taken all this information and I've made my own formula that you have available to you in the link below. It's our rocket fuel. There's no BS, there's no ancient herbs, there's not a bunch of fillers in there. It's just stuff that is scientifically proven to help you out when it comes to riding with hydration, energy performance, all that kind of stuff. I think it sounds like a pretty big win. Again, get it from the link below. You'll be all set. I know you're gonna love it. I hope you liked the video. I hope it helped you in some way. If so, smash that subscribe button for me. You know we appreciate it here. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe on the track, trail, or road. We'll see you in the next video.